The following video is intended to help teams understand the scoring format for the high school moot court competition, put on by the Ohio Center for Law-Related Education. To help explain the format, we will use sample ballots. On this ballot, we see that Team Thor is playing petitioner against Team Loki, who is playing respondent. The round is Prelim 1A, which means it is the first of the 4 prelim rounds. Judges are instructed to award each student a score out of a possible 10 points in all of the categories. There are 6 categories in all. In the event that a student violates a rule of the competition, for example, they exceed their allotted time without permission of the Chief Justice, or they cite case law in their arguments that is not part of the case materials, judges are instructed to subtract 10 points from that student's score. In the event that judges feel like the rule violation exceeds excusable error, or if there are multiple rule violations, judges are instructed to alert OCLRE staff. Staff will work with the competition committee to determine if further action should be taken. On this ballot, Justice Kagan has awarded points for each student in each of the 6 categories. You will note that no rule violations have occurred in this round, so no student had their points deducted. There are 4 students in each round, 2 for the petitioner and 2 for the respondent. Each of these students will handle one of the questions presented from their side's perspective. After tallying each student's individual score, the judge will add the teammates' scores together to get the combined score. On this ballot, Justice Kagan awarded 83 total points to Team Thor, the petitioner, and 93 points to Team Loki, the respondent. In this round, Team Loki is the winner. A win from the judge is worth a total of 10 points. Team Thor will receive 0 points for this round. After circling one of the 2 teams, the judge will provide a brief reason for their decision. Note that unlike in mock trial, oral critiques will not be given at the conclusion of the round by the judges. Teams should instead move quickly to their next round. At no time during a round or after will the winner of that round be announced. Justice Ginsburg was the second judge in this round. Like Justice Kagan, she awarded more total points to Team Loki, so she will circle respondent on her ballot. Justice Kennedy is the third judge in this round. He has awarded more points to the petitioner team, Team Thor, making them his winner. Here, Team Thor picks up 10 points, but Team Loki receives 0 points for this ballot. These then are the results of Prelim Round 1A. Team Loki won 2 ballots, Justice Kagan and Justice Ginsburg, which earns them a total of 20 team points. Team Thor won only 1 ballot, being Justice Kennedy's, earning then 10 team points. Individual student scores do not directly determine advancing to the elimination rounds, except insofar as judges will use these individual scores to select their chosen winner. Individual student points are used to determine the winner of the individual awards. In order for a team to break into the elimination rounds, that is to say, to move from preliminary rounds into the quarterfinals, the team's brief score is combined with the points they earned from all of the ballots they won across the competition. This total score is out of a possible 200 points, with 40% being 80 points coming from the brief, and 60% being 120 points coming from the oral arguments. Only the top 8 teams will advance to the next round of competition. This table shows an example of how a tournament could play out. First, the brief score for each team is put into the table. Next, the points a team earned or did not earn from each of the 12 judges they saw during the 4 preliminary rounds are added. After all of these scores are totaled, the top 8 teams will advance. In the event that there is a tie, as there is here, the brief score will be used as a tiebreaker. In this instance, Team Freya had the higher brief score, so they become the 8th and final team to advance into the elimination rounds. During elimination rounds, the tournament now becomes single elimination based solely upon the results of the oral arguments. In each round, the team that wins at least 2 of the 3 judges' ballots will advance to the next round. Teams winning 1 or fewer ballots will be eliminated and will receive an award indicating the stage at which they were eliminated. For example, a quarterfinalist plaque will be given to all teams that are eliminated during the quarterfinals. Individual students are eligible for Best Advocate Awards. Students are eligible for awards regardless of the stage at which their team was eliminated. The winners of the Best Advocate Awards are determined by averaging together all of the individual scores they earned from all of the ballots during the argument rounds in which they participated. If a student is doubling roles, that is to say they play both a petitioner and a respondent attorney for their team, their scores for each role will be considered separately. In the event of a tie, the brief score from the student's team will be used as a tiebreaker. If after considering the brief score a tie still persists, both students will receive the award. Team awards will be given in the following categories and numbers. 4 teams will be recognized as quarterfinalists. 2 teams will be recognized as semifinalists. 1 team will receive an award for second place, and 1 team will receive an award for first place. The team with the highest scoring petitioner brief and the team with the highest scoring respondent brief will also be recognized with awards. Individual awards will be given to students in the following categories and numbers. 3 students will be recognized as the best petitioner advocate. 3 students will be recognized as the best respondent advocate. 1 student from among those 6 will receive an award as the best overall advocate.